Hello, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Josh Oakes, and we are live on so many different networks. I'm so excited for all of you to be here. Welcome. I'm Josh Oakes, and good to have everybody here. So, we have a lot in store for you here tonight. We're talking about becoming a homework hero, mastering AI tools to really boost your child's academic achievements, and we're live on a bunch of different networks. Thanks to everybody who has joined us tonight for this awesome, awesome event. Now, we're going to get started here in just a second. To everybody who's live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, those of you who are live on Instagram as well, it's so good to have you here. Really great to have you here. I'm excited about what we can do together in the next few minutes. So let's go ahead and get started, my friends. I'm so excited about what we can do here. Hello and welcome to everybody joining us live. So let's get started on becoming a homework hero. So I will go ahead and remove that and share another screen, and we'll present the screen over here. And here we go, my friends. All right, so let's talk about becoming a homework hero, mastering AI tools to boost your child's academic achievements. And I want to dive right on into what we work on, what we're doing while everyone is here. And as you all know, I got my start at Walt Disney Studios at a very young age. I worked in the brand marketing division of Disney, learning how they make products shine. These products crossed my desk: Finding Nemo, Pirates of the Caribbean, Lion King, Power Rangers, Ninja Storm, and a bunch of other Disney products that were quite interesting. Now, each of our books here at Smart Social teaches families, businesses, professionals how to shine online. We even have one in Espanol, in Spanish. We've been on the news about 29 times, but who's counting for what you're about to see? And I used to travel across the country teaching students, about 250,000 students over the course of a few years, how they can use these tools to get a job and to shine online and so on. Now, here's what to expect. Turn off your phone's buzzer. Bring your kids into the room if they want to join. Use the chat box to engage. And two lucky parents at the end who engage in the chat box and download our free ebook will get a Starbucks gift card at the end as well. So it's good to have everybody here. Now, as you probably know, Smart Social no longer flies to your city to do social media safety events. We now provide 54 plus live events like you see right here from the convenience of your home. And so we have 54 plus live events, teen-led video lessons, premium parent newsletters, and more. We do live events all year long. It is April. I'm talking about Chat GPT and AI all month long. It's so exciting. Here's what real parents say. Josh, good evening, Josh. I just wanted to say thank you for you and your team's presentation. I thought it was well organized. Definitely got conversations started in our house, especially the part about your digital footprint and the effects it can have for a long time, right? And that's what today is all about. How does AI work? Let's dive right on into it. It's so good to have everybody here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, how does AI work? Well, let's look at what a prompt is. And rather than using buzzwords, let me show you how it works, and we'll dive, and then I'll explain what just happened. So first of all, the colors I have added in AI, there are no colors. So I've color coded this slide for you. So pretend you're a chef that makes healthy food. What I'm telling AI is how it should think, so it can unlock all of the world's knowledge on that subject domain. I do want you to think about if I rolled up to your house, and I love looking at real estate. If I rolled up to your house or a building and you said, hey, look at that roof. Do you see something wrong? Well, I don't know what to look for. Hey, from a roofer standpoint, or from an electrician standpoint, or from a painting standpoint, what's wrong with my roof? Oh, you want me to put that hat on? Okay, now I know where to look, what to find. So pretend you're a chef that makes a healthy food. I want to make something delicious for dinner for my 2 kids and wife. Tell it what you're going to do with the information so it has context. And then I have 3 frozen chicken breasts, 3 sweet potatoes, some broccoli, a lemon, some eggs. Give it specific input. And then make me 2 recipe options with measurement instructions and clear steps a beginner can follow, right? And what we're doing is we're defining the way the outcomes should be formatted, or how many outcomes there should be, which I think is so important to let it know exactly what should be happening, how it's working, and so on. All right, let's go ahead and take this slide and let's dive on in. We're actually going to send it to 4 different places. So let's actually go over to this one. We're going to look at the 3 major, it's actually the 4, the 4 major AI tools. We added one. The 4 major AI tools, and really the best tool is the one that you have on you. Some photographers say that the best camera is the one that's available to you at that moment, the nicest one available. Now, Chat GPT, you may have heard of, it's owned by OpenAI, and it is the original AI tool. We're going to throw that prompt in that I just showed you a few seconds ago into a few of these. ChatGPT is owned by OpenAI. It's the original AI tool. Access to the web in most circumstances. It can create images. This is super cool. ChatGPT is pretty amazing. Gemini.google.com is owned by Google. It used to be called Bard. Now it's called Gemini. And I really like it. I got to be honest with you. It's got full access to the web because that's what Google does. It's limited image creation. Very limited image creation, if anything. And then Claude is Claude.ai. It's owned by Anthropic, perhaps the best at reasoning, but no images and no internet access. Let's add that actually right here as we update. Internet access, which I think is really important to note. The last one I wanted you to see is really important for parents. Conmigo. It's at conmigo.ai. It's owned by Khan Academy. If you don't know, Khan Academy is one of the best tutoring things ever. It's really incredible. It has personalized tutoring, and it's $4 a month, which is a great deal. And now these other tools, we're going to use them for free, but they're $20 a month. But Khan Academy has personalized guided access for the whole family for $4 a month. Really, really neat. These 4 tools are going to blow you away. I promise you're going to absolutely love it. All right. Hello and welcome everybody who's joining us all over. It's so good to have you here today. I'm just opening up some tools here for everyone. It's good to have everyone here. Now, we're going to dive over into, really quickly, we're going to dive over into some really cool stuff. So stand by and let me go ahead and take a look at some stuff. Okay. So here we are, my friends. Here's what we're going to do real fast. We are going to dive into, you remember this prompt right here? I'm going to copy this. We're going to go over to Chat GPT. This is Chat GPT. And then we're going to drag Claude in here as well. And then we're going to drag, Gemini first. We're going to drag all these in here and stand by for just one quick sec while I just move a couple things around. Lots of different tabs and things to look at. And what we're going to do is start off with Chat GPT. We're going to move into Gemini and we're going to move into Claude then next. Okay. And I'll move this to the back. Perfect. So if you can see my screen, first of all, for Chat GPT, we're going to use the 3.5 version one, which is free. Okay. Now pay attention to this and I'll show you kind of how this works at a later time. I'll show you how to sign up and everything. But first, let me show you what it does. So let's put in that prompt. Remember that prompt was pretend you're a chef. Let's go ahead and click that. We're in the free version. I'm not telling you to pay for anything. Now, why are you doing this and not homework? Well, I want you to see how it works as a parent first, and then you can start to see how to tutor your kids. So we put that in, we pressed enter. Do you see how fast it's starting to create healthy dinner recipes? Well, what we're going to do is go up to the top. Chat GPT gives you option 1, lemon herb chicken with roasted sweet potatoes and garlic broccoli. So the ingredients, it's going to give you the ingredients based on what you have in the fridge. Like, hey, we want to use this out of the ingredients that you gave us. Here's your instructions for a normal guy. Preheat the oven to 400, prepare the sweet potatoes, prepare the chicken, and amazing. And then it gives you option 2 because we asked for 2 options, right? Ingredients and so on. Pretty terrific. Let's go over to Gemini and ask the same thing. Now, the first one, ChatGPT, was chat.openai.com. We used the free version. I'll tell you what the paid version does in a minute. The second one is paste, pretend you're a chef. It's going to do the same thing pretty quickly. I don't pay for this. I have a Gmail address. I'm logged in as the company email. Option 1, pan lemon herb chicken with roasted vegetables. You can click on different parts of it to edit it and suggest edits and stuff. And then look at this. It has different drafts. That's pretty cool. You can click on the different drafts and you can see the AI then votes on its own draft, gives you the best one. Like it'll come to different conclusions. It's pretty crazy. Instructions, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. which is amazing and awesome. And roast for 25 minutes. So really it's giving you very similar stuff over here. It's pretty awesome. And then let's go over to Claude. Now Claude is Claude.ai. It's owned by Anthropic. I'm showing you the three biggest. And once again, if we dive over into these, I'll show you the differences, but we're going to use the free version. I do pay for the pro version of this. So I will put that in here, and there's an Opus, which is the most intelligent model. Let me do the fastest free model. Let's just do the Haiku. There's three. I don't know why they pick all these fancy words, but there's Claude 3, Haiku. Let's just do the free one. Once again, hello, I'm Claude, Chef Claude, and here to help you create a delicious and healthy dinner for your family. Sounds like you have a great selection. So it once again does the same thing. They all are really doing the same thing. 2 recipes: spinach and chickpea quinoa bowls. And you can essentially put anything you want in there and say, here's my ingredients, or here's all the things I have for my kid's 10-year-old birthday party. I'm giving away the whole presentation, and I want to create something amazing. Right? So this is the start, my friends, of Chat GPT and what you can do with it. Let's dive back on into the presentation here real quick and show you. So we put in the prompt. I gave you a little bit of information. And once again, the color coding. For those of you joining us live, we're talking about AI and how to be the homework hero. And we just put in some really fun little some fun little prompts, if you will, to see what will it do to help us be the best parent. Now, we looked at the 4 major AI tools, and ChatGPT is owned by OpenAI. I showed you that one first. Then Google's Gemini, full access to the web. And then Claude, perhaps the best at reasoning, no images, no internet access. And then Conmigo. Now, we're going to look at Conmigo here in just a second, because I do want to show you what that looks like. We're actually just going to go straight to Google and search for that. I may have another tab open. You know what? I do have that other tab open. So let's go look at that. So I went to Conmigo, and it's owned and operated by Khan Academy, which I think is really helpful. Discover a new way to learn powered by AI. Conmigo is your always available tutor on just about every topic, now just $4 a month. Really powerful. Wall Street Journal says, forget ChatGPT. These are the best AI-powered apps. Conmigo receives an overall 4-star rating, making it the top-rated AI for education tool. And then one teacher said she noticed students posing more questions to Conmigo than they might typically ask. So it's kind of vague, but it's pretty funny. I need a grading rubric for my 7th graders' personal essays. Can you help? Absolutely. So it's got all this really neat stuff. Once again, the pricing's about $4 a month. And they test it out, and it's the Conmigo for you, for families, for teachers, and for districts. They can, do all this really cool stuff. Okay, so we've looked at a few different things. This is exciting. And what we're going to do now is, what is a prompt? Well, imagine it's really what is an AI prompt? Let's just do a couple an AI prompt. An AI prompt is essentially, imagine you ask your friend a question about a complex school subject. To dig deeper after you ask it, how would you clarify your question to get even more information? How would you then ask the initial question and follow-up questions so that they understand your query and can give you the best solution? ChatGPT and AI tools work in a similar way. When we ask the website a question, it's called a prompt, and then we can ask lots of clarifying questions to get exactly and hone in on the thing that we want. Let's see it in action. We could ask it, tell me a joke about brushing your teeth. Write a pun-filled birthday message to a friend. Explain blank topic in an entertaining way. Explain the periodic table to me as if you were a pirate. Let's go do that. Let's do that real quick. Let's go back over to our friends at ChatGPT. And remember, I'm in the free version, so you don't have to pay for this. I do like the paid version. I paid $20 a month, and it gets me a little bit more power. But look, explain the periodic table as if you were a pirate. Now, those of you that are joining us live, welcome everyone. If you're just joining us, it's good to have you here. We're talking about how to be the homework hero using AI and tools and all this really neat stuff. And you're joining with smartsocial.com. It's so good to have everybody here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, what I also want to show you is it just had a lot of fun with this. "R, matey, gather round and let me tell you about the greatest treasure map of all." I mean, it's really genius. Imagine the periodic table is like a vast sea with each element being a different type of treasure you might find on a buried distant shores. So just really neat stuff. And it describes the periodic table. You can do this in Gemini, Claude. Let's do the same thing in Claude, just have some fun with it. And she clears throat, adopts a gruff pirate voice. "Ahoy there, be hearty. You be wanting to know about the periodic table." I mean, just really clever, right? And then here's what we'll ask it to do as well. And I don't think it'll do it in this way. Let's go open a new one. Let's do it in the 4.0 version. Pretend like you are a pirate and you want to draw a pirate themed periodic table to explain the periodic table to a 7th grade student, period. Please draw the periodic table the way a pirate would. Perfect. I think that's good. And now what we're going to do is we are going to, it's creating the image. Now remember back over on my slides that when we compare these beasts, these AI machines, Chat GPT can create images. Gemini, really tough. Anthropic doesn't do it that well. Conmigo doesn't do it, I don't think, at all either, images. Now we're back over. It took it 30 seconds, but look, my friends, it just created a pirate. Oh, you can edit it. See, these are brand new features. Highlight the area and describes changes in the chat. And you can say, I want to change this to this, this, and this. You can download it, prompt. And what's really neat, it cut it off, unfortunately, because it only does like square images, but periodic table of ye elements yield. I mean, how funny is this? Silver. Really, that's supposed to be the gold. I mean, it got it wrong, but it's funny. And it's got a chicken breast. And I mean, so here we are. Those of you joining us right now, we have asked AI to create a periodic table as a pirate. And we made a pirate. Here's a pirate themed periodic table, and you can have a lot of fun with this. We did some of the stuff, and once again, let's go over. And the goal today is to become a hero. Pretend like you're a pirate and you want a hero to your kids in having them making things fun for them, right? So it'll start a new chat. Let's do this. Let's do the pro version of Claude. Pretend like you're a pirate. Ahoy there! You want to learn about the periodic table. Now, unfortunately, this is a pirate themed. It can't create images. So what it's doing is creating kind of a cute, fun thing out of text. Listen up. Here's the elements. And it's unfortunate. It's pretty cool, but it won't do that. And then the legend, this Gemini can't do images either, but Chat GPT does. This is why it's the go-to, but it does it in GPT-4. Also, I want you to notice when you do pay for these, you get extra features. Do you see this? You can upload an image here. You can click attachment and it'll show you attachments, and I can upload all kinds of stuff. I've got a bunch of headshots from the company and stuff, but you can upload a PDF and say, analyze my kid's grades or attendance or whatever. Don't upload your social security number or anything particular there. But it is quite interesting. All right, back over to the program. So let's go back over. I've shown you a few things. It's kind of fun. Let's go back over here just real quick. Explain the periodic table as if you're a pirate. I took it to the next step and said, create a graphic. Plan a trip itinerary to blank place. I already did this and I want to show it to all of you. I'm actually going to Germany with my dad here soon in a few months. And we're going to go to, stand by for 1 sec. I'll show you. Let me go ahead and uncovering. Okay, so I wrote to AI. I did this in Gemini. And I told Gemini just some really interesting stuff. I'm scrolling too much, my standing desk. We're thinking of going to Germany this summer to look at our ancestry. Our last name is spelled this way. We originated from the town of Hesse near Frankfurt. Research the last name of Oaks to see if there's any historical sites. And it started giving me historical names. Now, this is where AI is really interesting. You should audit it and double check it and so on. But Welcome as a historian with over 30 years of experience guiding people on ancestral. And I said down here, it's hard to see, pretend as though you are a historian with 30 plus years of experience helping people drive through Europe to look at their ancestors' places. It's crazy, right? And the better the prompt, the better the output. The surname Oaks is quite common in Germany, particularly in the regions of Hesse and this is amazing. Rhineland. I mean, we could actually go dive in right now. How fascinating is this? You're becoming the homework hero, but you're also becoming this is very personal, right? And there's two words, OHSE, or the German word OCHSE, meaning ox. It was likely given as a nickname to someone strong, large, or perhaps to someone who tended or drove oxen. Crazy, right? And then research your Oaks ancestry. Start with the basics. It gave me a whole game plan. Oaks family sites. While not technically in Hesse, it's located in the neighboring state of this. Frankfurt is a major city close to your ancestral town. It has a rich history and several historical sites you might find interesting. And when you click down here, you keep going. I mean, once again, AI had a bunch of tips and suggestions. I even said, for this journey, given that we'll be renting a car and flying, do all this stuff. And it said, certainly fly into this airport. Here's your flexibility. It just really gave us a ton of neat stuff. Guys, look at this. Frankfurt. Let's click on that. And it gives you some images, and Frankfurt, and Hessen is a little land state west of Germany. Look at these images. I can't wait to see that. So we're traveling using AI. This blew my father away. He's like, wait, what? It'll do all. Yeah, it is. If you've ever had a travel agent, no offense, I love travel agents, but this becomes your travel agent. And the travel guide, look at this image. It said, we want you to amazing view over this river from blah, blah, blah in the wine region of Germany. Okay, so we've looked at a few things. So that's plan a trip itinerary. Very personal for me. Write a funny promposal to someone named blank. Translate the following into blank language. We do this all the time. Next is brainstorm some ideas for teen passion projects for future engineers for a college application. Help me fix this HTML code for my website. Write a song about blank topic. Tell me a joke about brushing your teeth. Write a pun-filled birthday message. Explain this topic. We actually already did that one. I'm not sure why it's in there twice, but you get the idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and pros and cons. Let's go ahead, and I think we dove into that. So here we go. So let's keep going in some other possible ideas. Brainstorm staycation ideas for blank city. Write a funny story about a family in blank city that includes blank topic and takes place during blank holiday where funny things happen. Brainstorm 10 birthday party themes on a budget for blank name, a 9-year-old boy around blank topic or theme. What are some outdoor activities in blank city for a family with kids ages blank to blank? Give me a family-friendly joke that includes blank family names and takes place around blank topic. Brainstorm 10 new family traditions for blank holiday. Brainstorm 10 ways parents can talk with their teens about being uncool without being uncool. Let's go do this. Brainstorm 10 ways a parent can talk with a teen about screen time without being uncool, without the parent uncool or lame. How's that sound? Watch this. Uncool. And uncool is not really a word, but why wouldn't we go over to this and ask Chat GPT for this? Navigating a conversation around screen time with a teen can be a delicate matter, especially if you want to maintain a cool factor. Here's 10 ways. Collaborate on a digital plan. Lead by example. Share your own challenges, strategies. Focus on health and well-being. Encourage digital literacy. Highlight opportunities. Discuss how reducing screen time can free up opportunities to explore new hobbies. Use humor. Incorporate their interests. Set challenges together. Discuss future goals. Offer alternatives instead of just talking about reducing screen time. Suggest fun alternatives that you can do together. All kinds of different things, super fun. And once again, I've never put that one in, but that is a great little tiny way to do that. Now let's also talk about prompt engineering tips. Be specific as possible. You've seen me engineer a few prompts. Detailed context, desired format, output length, level of detail, tone, and style are all important. Supply the AI with examples. Get better answers by providing data. Here's what I want it to look like, you could say. Specify your desired output. You've seen me do that. Provide instructions on what to do instead of what not to do. Do this, do this, do this. Give the model a persona or frame of reference. Try chain of thought prompting. And like, here's how I'm thinking about it. Here's what I want you to do. Here's how I want you to think. Split complex tasks into similar ones in your requests. Understand the model's shortcomings. It may need different steps, and try and take an experimental approach to prompting, try new things, and so on. So we got a lot of different cool things going on here. Super fun. In addition, I want to show you a few more. 7 Chat GPT prompts for tutoring on any school subject. Summarize the life of blank in 50 words or less. You know, it's really actually quite fun. Let's go over to Claude, who I haven't used, and let's ask it that. Summarize the life of Abraham Lincoln in 50 words or less. And here we go. And this is the pro version. I was still recording there. Abraham Lincoln, born 1809, was the 16th U.S. president. He led the country during the Civil War, preserved the Union, and abolished slavery. Known for his iconic speeches and honesty, Lincoln tragically died by assassination in 1865, leaving a legacy as one of America's greatest presidents, right? It's crazy. And so it does all that. And you could ask, once again, you could ask ChatGPT to do the same thing. And born into poverty in Kentucky in 1809, rose to political prominence, only shaping the course of American history before his assassination. And just fascinating how it works, how the different ones do this. Explain blank to me like I'm 5 years old, and you could have the Pythagorean theorem. It's really fun. Compare and contrast blank in history, places, and people. What themes are in this book? What steps do I need to take to solve this math problem? Insert the math problem. Discuss the cause of this event in history. And how does this science concept work in real life? Gone are the days of us having to essentially hire tutors. The AI can kind of do that. No offense, tutors are great. We love them, but AI can kind of help out with that. All right. Let's keep going. How to refine the prompts to get better data. You can ask AI to make the previous prompt, make it shorter, format the answer into bullets, make it funny, friendly, or professional. Give me more details about this part of it. That spreadsheet formula didn't work. Try it again. Give me references for your data with links. If you tell ChatGPT it is a domain expert in blank area, it will give higher quality results, which is pretty cool. So once again, if pretend like you're a chef with 30 plus years of experience, or pretend like you're a storyteller with 20 years of experience telling stories to 8-year-old kids so that they fully understand how Pythagorean theorem works. Put on your critical thinking hat and tell GPT where it was wrong, or AI. All right, is it trustworthy? This is such a good question. AI can seem to have all the answers and be very confident in what it returns to the user. However, hallucination is a new term that is used to describe what happens when AI makes things up that don't exist, which I think is super important. For example, give me 3 books on leadership. It might return 1 book that doesn't exist, or a website that isn't a real link. All information needs to be vetted, verified, or double-checked. So we tell students always verify information with at least 2 reputable sources to confirm that it is true. What is a reputable source? Books written by researchers, government sites, peer-reviewed articles, firsthand accounts, publishers that have been around a long time. Is the information current? Is the information current? Check the date that it was published, right? So important. And then also, and in addition, let's go ahead and do this here real quick. Is it current? My bad right there. And And then also ask yourself what the source is trying to prove. Every source is trying to prove something. So you got to be a little careful. And then does it have an agenda? Is it trying to sell us something or pitch us something? Okay. And then here's some unique ways to use Chat GPT. You can do Excel formula tutoring. Excel is amazing, but if you don't know how to do the formulas, then it's not as amazing. Well, Chat GPT will create the formulas. You can fix codes for a website or learn how to code. It's so amazing. Brainstorm questions to ask your doctor about your cold or cough. Be very careful not to trust AI without consulting a doctor, but it gives you great questions to ask the doctor. Outlining school projects to start on a plan for research, scouring history books to get key takeaways, age appropriate bedtime stories for family members, and look at things from different viewpoints. Super interesting. Super interesting. Now let's walk you through how to use ChatGPT if you need homework help. Start with a specific question, ask follow-up questions to get the information you need, ask for sources for any information that is provided, verify the facts it gives you through 2 other reputable sources, and then let's see it in action. Well, is ChatGPT considered cheating? Well, many of our educator partners say that ChatGPT and AI tools can be used with educational honesty. Ask yourself these questions, students. Am I using it in a way that supports my learning or takes shortcuts? Am I making my work my own or copying and pasting? And am I using it to get an unfair advantage? Would I be comfortable with my teacher knowing how I used this tool? And does my teacher want me to cite the AI tool if it helped me with ideas or research? So, such good questions. Here's 7 prompts to use ChatGPT for essay research. It works for all of them. Brainstorm title ideas for an essay about this subject. What are the major themes in blank subject? What are the most important things someone should know about this subject? Help me refine this introductory paragraph draft. What is the most interesting thing about blank subject? Is this sentence grammatically correct? Blank sentence. And are my facts right in this paragraph? Blank paragraph. Super cool. Having it fact checked to you is interesting, but we just got to be careful about that too. All right, what questions do you have? Let us know what questions you have about AI tools in the chat box. Welcome, everyone. It's so good to have you here. Those of you that are joining us live from Facebook, from LinkedIn, from everywhere else, it's so good to have you here. Welcome, 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 everyone. I'm so excited. We've got people. Thank you to Cindy. Thank you to a bunch of different people. Tiffany, amazing, amazing people. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Thanks everyone for all the positive comments, all the great stuff that you're doing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, well, thank you everyone here for what we have here today. Let us know if you have any other questions. We have all kinds of other tools and everything else, but today was really all about becoming a homework hero, mastering AI tools to boost your child's academic achievements. We started right on time. We got you in 35 minutes. Hope this was helpful. Gave you a little bit of background as a parent to know how to help your kids, how to use AI, what tools are out there, and what you can do. All right, everyone. I'm Josh Oakes. Thanks so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun. I'm grateful for your time, grateful for our school districts that work with us. Thank you, everyone, for everything you've done to support us at smartsocial.com as we keep your kids safe on social media so they can someday shine online. We'll see you all very soon. Have a great evening. Thanks to everybody who joined us live. We'll see you soon. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.